Welcome to HKB. It's category 3 time again, and this time we're taking a look at Dr. Lam from Unearthed Films. So, welcome guys, we're glad to have you on board. We are your host, I am Leon.
I'm Shaz.
And we have in our hands here Dr. Lam from Unearthed Films. Now this one I've seen before, but only on a really murky DVD. You couldn't see anything on it. And this one's a really good restoration from Unearthed. Let me read to you guys the synopsis on the back of the slipcase. A mentally disturbed taxi driver lusts for blood every rainy night, and several young women are brutally murdered. He likes to take photos of the victims' dismembered bodies as his special mementos after sex with their corpses, and stores the severed breast in pickle jars. Inspector Lee and his team are called onto the case in this bizarre, nasty and notorious category 3 film, which is from 1992, 1 year before The Untold Story. So, how did you feel about this one, Shaz?
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was, I did have to cover my eyes a few times watching it. But I did find it was a really good performance by Simon Yam. Quite like, I felt he portrayed like a split personality really well.
Yeah.
Like, I found it, I mean, I think some people have said he was a bit over the top in the role, but I sort of liked that because it just made a bit more sense to me how you could go from being a taxi driver to just snapping and then becoming this crazy character.
I think there would be a lack of rationale, and I think there would be that sort of craziness. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but it seemed to fit for me. Although it was over the top and some of the scenes are stretched a little far, I also think there's I just think it's a really class performance from Simon Yam. I think this is signature Simon Lam. You know, he really puts in a powerful performance in this. And to me, it is credible. You know, he is a serial killer in this.
Yeah.
And a very disturbed one too.
And we've not really, well, I've certainly not seen him in a role like this before. So it was interesting for me to see how he can go from different types of performances, you know, different roles, and carry them all out really well, at least to me.
Yeah. So some of the over the top aspects might be some of the police stuff. You know, like Parkman Wong, his way of questioning, you know, prisoners in custody or like suspects in custody. Little bit suspect, Parkman. I'm not sure that would run in reality.
Well, I asked you, didn't I? I was like, did they really do things like that back then?
One would hope not. One would hope not, folks. We have Danny Lee in this. Danny Lee, sir.
I really liked him in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt his portrayal of his character being the sort of, you know, chief policeman on the case, how he was like nonplussed with everything that cropped up, and he just took it in his stride. I felt he portrayed a really professional role, overseeing what was going on. What did you think?
Yeah, I do. I think his performance was restrained, but I think it suited the professionalism of the role that he was playing, you know, the character he was playing. I really like seeing him in these roles. You know, is there a better police officer in Hong Kong movies than Danny Lee? I don't think there is, personally. You know, he's the man when it comes to that role. And yeah, very similar to his role in Untold Story as well, you know. But I feel this guy was a bit more serious than the cop in The Untold Story.
Yes. And I think we were saying that about the film was quite serious, and I felt there was maybe a couple of scenes with some humour that wasn't needed, that I felt was a bit jarring.
Yeah.
And particularly the female police officer, making her out to be really squeamish and, you know, a bit of a drip, really, which annoyed me a tiny bit.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this. She does have something unpleasant put on her back at one stage, and they do kind of laugh at it, which you probably wouldn't do. She was also the actress that was a bit of butt of a joke in The Untold Story. She was female cop in that as well, so she's been a little bit typecast there, which is a shame because I feel that she's quite good and she might have more to offer.
Yeah, yeah.
We also have in the Party of Cops, we've got one of our favourites, Cheng, in there. I quite like Cheng in this.
I really liked him in this as well.
Yeah. I think I'm yet to find a film where he disappoints me. I can't think of one, you know? I think he's in like Once Upon a Time in China, he's in Sex and Zen. He's in so many different films and he's always so entertaining, you know? He's a really great actor.
Yeah.
And some of the aspects of this film that I enjoy, which I wouldn't have enjoyed on the shady copy I saw before, the photography, yeah? There's some really lush, like neon lit Hong Kong nights with all the signs and everything, some smoky aspects to it.
Looked very striking, didn't it?
It did.
This copy.
It did. I really like that. I like the physical effects in this. Some of the butchering that goes on looks particularly gruesome.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
But again, you know, this film may not be everybody's cup of tea.
No, there's some very harsh topics.
Very harsh topics. So just a warning for you guys out there, you know, if you don't like category 3, if you don't like strong films like this, you've got savage topics in there, you know, of a sexual nature and gory nature, you know, little taboo topics. But to us, this is a really well-made film. Some really entertaining performances, some good direction, a lot of thought been put into this.
Yeah.
And if you are the sort of person that can separate film, reality, and enjoy the adrenaline rush or whatever it is that within these sort of films that people enjoy. I mean, I just enjoyed the whole filmmaking process and the storytelling, and I really appreciated that in this one. I think it's a really solid film. Is there any other notes that we have there, Shaz, that you might want to refer to? Any points that we haven't brought up yet?
No, I think we've pretty much covered everything, to be honest.
Yeah. So, for me, this film, it is a CAT3 classic. I really enjoy it. For me, it's a solid 9 out of 10.
Wow. Well, I really enjoyed this one as well, and I've scored it 8 out of 10.
Right, fantastic. So what do we think of the Blu-ray?
Pretty good.
It's not bad, is it? Unearthed have done a spectacular job. Just looked at this and I was like, Crom. Okay, so the back of it. We have a commentary with Art Essinger and Bruce Holchek. So we've watched part of it with the commentary.
Yeah.
But not the whole thing. Always great to have a bit more information. We have Lamb to the Slaughter, an interview with filmmaker Gilbert Poe, who initiated the Dr. Lamb film project. You were quite impressed with him, weren't you?
I was, yeah. It was really nice to, you know, hear from someone that was actually involved with the idea of the film, you know, making it.
Yeah, I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Very knowledgeable, very enthusiastic about the genre and the films. It's a good watch, that one.
Yes.
A really good extra. So we also have 3 Times the Fear with film critic James Mudge on the golden era of category 3. Shout out to James from Eastern Kicks podcast. We love you guys over there, you and Andrew Heskins. What are you drinking? So yeah, I got to admit, I had a bit of beard envy. James has got a better beard than me. Yeah. But no, James is a super knowledgeable guy. We've worked with him before with the Focus Hong Kong video, which he kindly, you know, let us get involved with. Thank you, James. And yeah, his knowledge is impeccable. He really, really digs deep. I was like, quick, get me a pen. I need to write down these titles. So we did, you know, we got more to look at. Thanks to James. That is really, really good and a welcome addition to this Unearthed film Blu-ray. Then we got Cut and Run with film academic Sean Tierney, who most people will know as the Silver Spleen if you've ever seen that channel. And he talks a little bit about Dr. Lam. What do you think about Silver Spleen on this?
Yeah, okay. Maybe different points of view to us, to our thoughts, but it was interesting. It was another nice extra.
I've got to be careful here. There's a load of people that love this guy, and it sounds like I don't. I do love this guy. Watching his channel was, a lot of fun for us, but quite often I will watch it and think, everything seems like crap. And then I'd see some of the films and go, it's actually quite good. So I think what it is, he's just got such vast knowledge. He's seen such a vast amount of films that he holds the bar up here.
Yeah.
Fair to say?
Yeah.
And that's it. With all that knowledge and, him knowing the actors and the directors as well as he does, his level of expectation might be a little bit beyond some of the rest of us.
Yeah.
So
that's fair to say.
Yeah, that's fair to say. Certainly an interesting extra.
Yes.
Very welcome on the disc, even if we don't always see eye to eye with Sean, which sometimes we don't, but very, very good extra. And then we also had, a TV interview with Simon Yam, a younger Simon Yam.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
That was great, wasn't it? Yeah.
He seems such a nice guy. It looked like he was at some sort of convention or something, and they just managed to get him to the side and have a chat, and it was brilliant.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even back then his English was superb.
Yeah.
So yeah,
fantastic.
really enjoyed that. We got some trailers and there is a booklet. So this disc we're actually giving 4 stars, and Shaz will tell you why we're not giving it 5.
Yeah, it is brilliant, with the extras we've just gone through. However, I personally would have liked something extra, some sort of physical extra, maybe like a nice postcard or poster, just the things we're a bit more accustomed to these days.
She's always asking for something extra.
But there is a nice little booklet in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, this is a recommend from me.
Yeah, recommend from me too.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you for sticking with us, and we look forward to seeing you next time. And remember, folks, be true and buy the blue.